I don't even feel safe anymore. You really don't know how bad it is in Memphis unless you've been a part of it for 40 or 50 years. I mean, we would ice skate. We had family. Now there are no malls. They just completely took over the malls. You couldn't even go to a mall without ever getting your car stolen, or they're gonna rob you. I don't care if it was Obama president. I don't care if it's Biden president. This has been needing to be done for a long time. It's out of control, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Any help will be better than no help at all, Dan.
Let's go to Memphis, Tennessee, and Keith. Keith, how you doing? What do you got?
Hey, Dan, how are you doing, sir?
Good, thanks. What do you got for us?
I was just going to say I live right outside of Memphis. I went to school there. I went to UT, and just like you still have the attorney on the line?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well he'll understand. This is what they need to realize if people live in Memphis, and he'll agree with me. I graduated. I went to dental school there. Much less, my wife was a nurse. I have seen it where now that even the nurses can't go into the home care facilities because of their lives in danger. The police will go and take them there, and then they'll say, "Well, we'll come back for you. We don't feel safe in this area." He knows about the projects in Memphis. Nobody wants to mention the projects, but a lot of those people are in their 80s and 90s, and they need care. And it's very sad that just this group of hoodlums or gangsters have taken over in Memphis. And that's all that I want them to try to do. I agree with him about the National Guard, 100%. But, I don't even feel safe anymore, except for the places I know they have security guards in Memphis, or where, it's going to be taken care of. And I have two guys that own restaurants, and they got put out of business because of this. You really don't know how bad it is in Memphis unless you've been a part of it for 40 or 50 years. Now, maybe he has. But just like he said with his daughter, I had my uncle's truck stolen. I mean, there used to be malls there. I mean, we would ice skate. We had family. Now there are no malls. They just completely took over the malls. You couldn't even go to a mall without ever getting your car stolen, or they're gonna rob you. This is a good thing for Memphis. I know everybody thinks, oh, it's just because of Trump and all. I don't care if it was Obama president. I don't care if it's Biden president. This has been needing to be done for a long time, and I just pray to God, and I mean this, and I hope the attorney does too, that this will help, because it can't hurt. The worst thing can hurt is, like he said, if you get somebody that doesn't know the laws or doesn't know how to, could use the proper techniques to apprehend a person or that. But we've got so many gangsters there now. I call them little gangsters because they've got gangs, and they'll have like 5 different gangs. You can tell by their hats. Ask him. They wear a blue hat. They turn around. They wear. It's gotten out of control in Memphis. And I'm being honest with you. I mean, I've lived there, and I've worked there, and I live, not too far from there now. And I just think an open mind about what you're saying is true, and I think it will really help the city. And I agree with him about the National Guard. Even the mayor said that. He didn't want that either, because he knows how that will affect the community, and I understand that 100%. But nobody wants to go to work for the police department. You could give them $50 billion, and nobody wants to go to work for him. I love his point. Oh yeah, I wish you'd put the money at $20 billion or million in this, and they would come. Nobody's going to apply. You don't understand. I have friends that were police officers when I was there. I used to work at the Med, and my job was to go take the nurse to their car when they got to work and when they left work. That was my job. I had to walk them to their car and then walk them back, to the facility when they parked, and they would call me. I witnessed more rapes. I witnessed more murders. I witnessed it's out of control. And that's the lowest. I'm just telling you, Dan, it's out of control there, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It needs help. I don't know what help. I hope the attorney can figure it out, and you can figure it out. But any help will be better than no help at all, Dan.
All right. Keith, thank you for that. Robert Hutton, what do you make of the comment?
I mean, obviously, everyone agrees crime is out of control. I agree. I've got 4 kids. They're teenagers. I won't let them go downtown because I'm concerned about crime. Now, yes, crime is down. And no, I don't think this is particularly different than Detroit or Chicago or other cities. Crime is out of control in a lot of our major cities. I think we've got to be smart about what we do about it, though. And like I said, I think when the governor sent Highway Patrol in to help with enforcement, that was great. I'm glad he did that. I think there are other law enforcement, federal law enforcement, get more FBI agents in here on the Safe Streets Task Force. I do think we need to really think about what everybody wants to solve the problem. Everybody realizes there's a problem. The question is this sending in the National Guard for a period of time, is this really a solution? Or is this just a show putting something out there to try to fix it that really is not going to correct the deeper issues and the deeper problems we need, one of which is more trained law enforcement?
Keith, thank you. Appreciate your insight. And man, doesn't sound good.